Good day, grade 11. I hope you're all well. Miss Cartwright here with week nine's work. So for the first lesson, we're looking at organisations working for peace. We're going to understand what human rights are, evaluate how human rights promote peace, to identify organisations working for peace, and then to evaluate the usefulness of their work. So, what are human rights? We've looked at this before, should be a little bit of a recap. So, they're the rights that every being should have. For example, the right to life, the right to freedom, the right to the pursuit of happiness, the right to live your life free of discrimination, and the right to control what happens to your own body. So United Nations, as we've said before, was founded in 1945. After World War II, and it was established to promote peace and to secure human rights for everyone and to solve humanitarian problems. And in 1948, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights was developed, and this was a list that outlined every right that every human, no matter who they are, should have. Okay, Amnesty International is a global movement of more than 7 million people who take injustice personally, and they campaign for a world where human rights are enjoyed by all, and they get all of their money from their members. And they're independent of any religion, of any political ideology, or of any economic interest. And they believe that no government is beyond scrutiny. What does this mean? This means no matter who you are, no matter what government you are to uphold human rights. And they also believe that no situation is beyond hope. And what they do is they conduct research and they generate action to prevent and to end human rights abuses, therefore promoting peace. And it was founded in London in 1961 after a lawyer, Peter Benenson, wrote an article entitled The Forgotten Prisoners. And this launched a campaign, Appeal for Amnesty, and this was to help prisoners of conscience. And in 1977, the organisation was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for its defence of human dignity against torture. Okay, so I just mentioned there that article by Peter Benenson was talking about prisoners of conscience. And for topic 2, we're going to look at what a prisoner of conscience is, and to look at some examples of prisoners of conscience. So this word was first used in Peter Benenson's article, and according to Amnesty International, prisoners of conscience are people who are persecuted or imprisoned because of their political beliefs, religious beliefs, ethnic origin, their sex, colour, language, national origin, social origin, economic status, birth, or sexual orientation. And if you notice there, that list, that is the same list as what we're looking at when we look at prejudice and discrimination, that people can be discriminated against because of all these things. And Amnesty International are saying that if it's severe discrimination and you end up in prison for it, then you are a prisoner of conscience. So one example of a prisoner of conscience is Nabil Rajab, who is from Bahrain, and he was a defender of human rights, and he's been repeatedly targeted for his human rights work, and he's been in and out of prison since 2012, and he's not been able to travel since 2014. And he's currently in prison on a 5-year sentence, convicted of spreading false rumours in time of war, insulting a foreign country, and insulting public authorities. This is because he sent tweets about the conflict in Yemen and about allegations towards a prison that were accused of torturing people. So Amnesty International says he's a prisoner of conscience held solely for the peaceful exercise of his right to freedom of expression. So they would say it's a human right to be able to express yourself, and by sending tweets, he's exercising that human right, but instead the Bahrainian authorities have put him in prison for it. Okay, so watch this video, make your revision cards, look at these biblical references about this idea of war and being imprisoned, and bullet point the main ideas. Make sure you do those revision cards, okay? Keep them safe for next year. This week the assignment isn't graded, so I would advise you to complete part 1 and part 2, but there's no need to upload it onto Plus Portal. Once again, make sure you're doing good practice of putting the answers into your own words. I would highly recommend, if you can't get round to the assignment, make sure that you get them revision cards done, and then you know that when it comes to next year, they're already made. Okay, grade 11, take care. Hopefully I'll see you all soon. Stay happy, stay healthy. Bye-bye.